What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hustle, and yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you will be the first one to be notified. You will be the first one to know what's going on, and hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. I'm talking this from right here. King Hustle X1M, no rags, just riches. King Hustle Crazy Reactions, the Hustle Family, turn motivation into means, dog pound exotic pups, goosebumps horror stories, sleeping with the rain, Milwaukee made King Hustle 2.0, and King Hustle Live. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies, giveaways, dual streaming, IRL streaming, all the fun entertainment stuff on all of those YouTube channels and that Twitch. So make sure you subscribe to all the YouTube channels in the Twitch, so whenever I go live, you guys will get the notification bells. You can click that, join in, and we can be a community, be one happy family, and have some fun, all right? So make sure y'all go tap into all the YouTube channels and the Twitch. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media handles will pop up, all right? Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video and make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for, right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. What to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members, and we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's gonna turn you to a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be your family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos and y'all get the notifications, it's some information that's gonna help you win. All right, in today's video, we will talk about something different. All right, there's a lot of people out there that's interested in the dark web world, the fraud and scam world, and want to be aware of what's going on, because if you're not woke, you're not aware. And if you're not aware, you never know what somebody trying to get over on you, and don't nobody want nobody to get over on them. So we're gonna know what to look for, what red flags there are, so whenever any type of fraud or scam or anything comes your way, you could be safe. All right, so in today's video, we can talk about account takeover fraud. Yes, account takeover fraud, which has been on the rise since COVID-19. Like I told y'all before COVID-19, nobody was thinking about, I'm not gonna say that, that's not right. Before COVID-19, fraud and scamming was not as popular as it is now. After COVID-19, when everybody started seeing how easy it was to get loans, credit cards, and lines of credit with banks and get lump sums of money, people said, well, why am I doing this and buying items and reselling like a crackhead? Or why am I, when I could just do this and go? So credit has been on the rise since COVID-19, because credit can get you a lump sum of money. And instead of going to banks and trying to cash fake checks and credit cards and duplicate, all this little petty crime stuff, why not just go in the bank and get this lump sum of money at one time? How can we do it without coming back to us? Then you got synthetic identities and quote-unquote pre-built CPNs and all this good phony stuff. Like, listen, nobody heard about a CPN until after COVID-19. The word CPN did not exist, and it still doesn't exist. This word CPN, credit privacy number, credit profile number, is not a thing. There's no name for it. It's frowned upon. Only people, they created synthetic identities for people in the witness protection program. You know, when people, do some snitching, do some telling, and they feel as if that person's life is going to be in danger once they get out, they change their whole identity to a whole different person, and there you got it. And we all know some of our parents then got some type of bill in our name as a kid. That's a synthetic identity. That's a synthetic credit profile. There's no such thing as a second chance credit profile. None of this goofy stuff that y'all be saying on YouTube when y'all getting arrested when I'm doing these reaction videos. It pisses me off because y'all disrespecting the game. For real. Stop it. Stop it. There's no way for somebody to pre-build a credit profile without having anybody's information. It's impossible. It's impossible. So, today's video, we're going to talk about account takeovers. Now, account takeover fraud, in which bad actors use stolen credentials to commander the real credit card, shopping, or even government benefit accounts. It's all these mics is in the way. Hold on, y'all. My bad. I'm trying to do all this. Y'all looking at me on the camera like this. What is he looking at? All right, so it's one of the most common forms of identity theft. In fact, in 2020, now when was COVID-19? Well, all right, to make it show. In 2020, study by the I Group found that 38% of consumers surveyed have recently experienced account takeover fraud in the prior 2 years. So, like I told y'all, since 2020, a lot of fraud been going on because of COVID-19. A lot of things have been presented to people. So, it's difficult to detect, and it can cost you money. I got stuff on a thing. Wreak havoc with your finances and consume your valuable time while you try to undo the damage and secure your accounts. Here's what you need to know about account takeover fraud and how to protect yourself. So, what is account takeover fraud? Ooh, me gusta caliente. Get the camera right. Y'all, my fault. I'm over here knocking stuff over. If y'all knew what was on this table, y'all be like, "Jeez Louise, hustle. Get it together." Me gusta. Alright, so account takeover fraud occurs when cyber criminals gain access to your online accounts and use them to withdraw money. So basically, they get your online information, they get into your accounts, and they do wire fraud, and they withdraw money, a lot of different things. Where I leave off at, withdraw money and make purchases or extract information they can sell or use access to your accounts, potentially targeting targets of account takeovers. That's why I be hating to talk, y'all. Y'all smoking, you're talking, your mouth get extra dry. It's hard for you to say words, so you got to keep it, you know what I'm saying? No diddy. Where we at? Potential targets of account takeover fraud include social media and email accounts, as well as those you can use to shop or handle bank and credit card transactions. During the pandemic, see, now listen, I've never seen this article or read this article before, but everything that I be telling y'all literally be in articles and they be trying to tell y'all. So during the pandemic, there has been an upstick of government benefits such as unemployment payments involved in account takeover fraud, a good example of opportunistic thinking that drives this trend. So, like I said, the government presents these things. It's a loophole in everything, and people find these loopholes and they exploit them. So, it's a loophole with synthetic identities. It's a loophole with credit profiles. It's a loophole with everything. But people use their brains in so many different ways to figure out so many different things and use them for the wrong reasons. So, how do criminals get your account information? Fraudsters, me gusta, can buy stolen credentials off the dark web and use them to access your accounts. Where does the data on the dark web come from? Data breaches are a prime source. The Identity Theft Resource Center, ITRC, reports that just over 300 million individuals were impacted by publicly reported data breaches in 2020. Like I told y'all, ever since COVID-19. As massive as that sounds, it was a 66% decrease since 2019. When did I tell y'all? COVID-19, PPP loans, EDD loans, synthetic identities, fraudulent loans. People in jail now for millions of dollars in PPP benefits. Since the interception in 2005, the ITRC has tracked more than 12,250 data breaches involving billions of individual records. The first half of 2021 saw 846 publicly recorded data breaches, putting this year on the pace to break a record for the number of breaches in a single year. That's why y'all keep getting them text messages from the tollway text messages and DMV text messages, and what text messages you be getting? Calls and all that. Data breaches. They be data breach. This is what they do. Apple didn't have so many data breaches, so they're not texting our numbers. They're texting our iClouds. So all different type of stuff. So they're texting the iCloud numbers or the emails. They're not texting the numbers. And we all know the iCloud numbers are connected to the numbers. So we're getting into our phone numbers. But I figured that out because I got a phone that's only got an iCloud on it, and it got a text message. I'm like, what? How y'all? Y'all send it to the email. So a lot of iCloud emails have been compromised, and they're sending these text messages to the emails or the iCloud emails. And people are, it's a lot of slow people in the world who don't use their common sense, which is bad. So additionally, criminals may use malware, phishing, and other methods of identity theft to obtain your login or password information. Now, we all talked about malware, phishing, and smishing, and all different type of stuff because we all know cybersecurity. So smishing, SMS is when they do the text messages and the call. Phishing is when they do the emails with the fake sites, fake bank accounts and all that, and y'all fall for it, being paranoid, log in, and there you go. So they have your information that easy, that fast. All right, so once they have the credentials, they may attempt credentially suffering where the login and password from the site is used to try to log into others. Alternatively, they may execute a brute force attack. Now, we all know what brute force attacks are because I talked about this. Brute force attacks. A brute force. All right, let me break it down to black people terms so y'all can really hear understand what I'm saying. Because I can get into this whole terminology. Y'all be like, what, bruh? Listen, brute force attacks is when a hacker uses, okay, a computer is based and created off databases, servers, chips, all this just coded information. A database, the matrix. What they do is they get into this database and they you can make commands in the database. So you can tell the database to give me the password to this. And it's going to break down so many passwords that's been used on this computer or this database. It's going to do a brute force attack. So it's going to say, what are the most common passwords that's been used on this computer? It's going to give you all the most common passwords. And it's going to keep doing it until it gets to that one password that's been used. And that's how people... I'm trying to stay within community guidelines, guys. Kelly Linux. Google it. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't saying nothing else because I ain't finna do it. Oh, you're trying. Nah. Kelly Linux, Google it. A lot of cybersecurity people use it. Use brute attacks on systems. That's why anything with a chip, like y'all all know our phones got chips in it, computers got chips in it, all those chips, anything with a chip in it could be hacked, point blank period. Because everything has an IP address and y'all all know what goes on after that, so. What do fraudsters do with the stolen accounts? Once they gain access to your account, criminals may do a number of things to cause trouble. They may, for example, order a new card from your credit card company and use it to make purchases, buy a new smartphone from your mobile phone carrier, access or redeem your account credentials or reward points for their own benefit, make a payment to a fraudulent company from a bank account, open a new bank account in your name, place orders on a shopping or restaurant delivery site, redirect unemployment benefits, access and steal personal identifiable information, change account information including your phone number, email, home address, or login and passwords, use the information they obtain to access other accounts, sell your information on the dark web. Now, we all know that a lot of fraud, a lot of account takeovers, a lot of bank log information, and a lot of this and a lot of that's been going on in the dark web and the fraud world. And a lot of people understand that a lot of this information is sold on the dark web. But you have to stay safe. We all know this. So it's a lot of ways for you to stay safe when it comes to account takeover. Getting your the Norton LifeLock, monitor your accounts, knowing what's going on. Freezing your credit bureaus. You got 3 FICOs, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Freezing all 3 of them so no one can get any type of credit cards, anything, loans, anything in your name because your account profiles are frozen. And those 2 ways right there also, when you got debit cards and credit cards, after so many times or so long you didn't use your card in so many different places, your information is now in a lot of different databases. So you want that card information to no longer be valid. So after 3 months, however long, get a new card with new information because that information where it's been stored at is no longer valid. So it's a lot of ways to stay safe. There's a lot of ways to be aware. There's a lot of ways to pinpoint when something is not right. A lot of fraud, a lot of scam is going on. You just got to be more smart, more aware. No bank is going to text you. First, look out for them +63s because that is an overseas number. Why is an overseas number texting you about some type of tollway? Make it make sense. Don't be green. Be safe. Be more cautious and be more aware out here. Shout out to all my Real King Hustle fans, supporters, and subscribers out there because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all motivate me to keep dropping the sauce. And y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime 101 limited gems are $1,000, but for limited time only, I'm doing it for $600. Yes, $600. Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the $600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot, let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there, all right? No screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yo me. Also, make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the Crypto Tour, 6,500 in-person limited gems. Also, make sure y'all book y'all seat on the monthly mentorship, life coaching, business coaching, 24-hour service, 30 days, help you with anything that you need help with, personal business, anything you want to talk about, personal or business, help you succeed, and, get you on your journey. All right, so make sure y'all book y'all seat on that because seats are filling up fast, and y'all already know how I get. So don't come play a game. Send them screenshots. Let me know your payment ready. We gonna go from there. All right. Also, make sure you go check out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App Millionaire Network. Still look for people for the production company. Still look for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamers, streamers, and content creators. We go do a lot of skits, blogs, movies, music videos, traveling network, making money and having fun. Make sure you go check out all my YouTube channels and my Twitch. Go subscribe and hit the all notification bell so y'all won't miss out on no freebies, giveaways, IRL, streaming, dual streaming, entertainment, music, content, and methods and all that good stuff like that y'all like to see. Also, make sure you go follow me on my IG, King Hustle X with them. Go run the followers up on my new IG. Y'all know they snatched my OG one, but I got like 10 other IGs. So make sure y'all following all of them. Make sure y'all go tap in with the crypto world. Y'all know what's going on. 350, 500, wow. Get y'all together. And with that being said, man, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson, video, or live. Peace.